Alright, so I am at my last location here on my Gettysburg tour today of the haunted locations. And it's probably the one I was looking forward to the most. This is the one that has the most interesting story. Not that the others weren't interesting, a lot of them were pretty brutal stories. There was a lot of fighting here where I'm at now. I'm at Spangler's Spring. Also, this is Culp's Hill, kind of the northeastern part of the battlefield. But I have a book back in my Jeep which talks about this place, Spangler Spring. Both Union and Confederate forces controlled this area at one point during the battle, several days during the battle, and both used the spring for watering and stuff. It is 5 o'clock. The park closes at 6, so I've got to get moving. Man, there's so much to see at this place here in Gettysburg. Just looking around, I see places I want to check out. I'll have to come back another day, do this again. Some more places. But anyway, back to our story. I'm going to tell you the story first, and then we'll walk around a little bit. We'll look at the spring, which has been modified, obviously, since the time of the battle. You'll see what it looks like. There's actually no water flowing in it right now either. But let me tell you the story, and then we'll get to, maybe we'll walk around just a little bit before it gets too dark. Alright, so let's get on with the story. I actually have the place to myself right here right now, which is kind of nice. Apparently there's been a woman in white that's been seen here in this area. I did another woman in white video not too long ago over at Pond Bank. Seems to be a popular theme in the paranormal world, but she's been seen by a number of people. Apparently some people even took pictures of her in this area, and she's either seen walking or floating, and she's obviously a woman according to what people say. And everybody that sees her agrees she has this peculiar habit, like she's bending down almost like to pick something up or to look at something, and she bends back up, moves over to another space, bends down again, gets back up. So it's almost like she's looking for something, you know, like she lost something and she's looking for it. And a lot of people wonder, well, what's she doing, you know? But then there's a house somewhere nearby here that was used as a hospital. Well, we could go. Civil War hospitals were awful places, but I have a book in my Jeep that talks about this story, and it was pretty awful. I'm not gonna talk about that in this video here, but they've apparently had a lot of sightings of that woman in white in their house and stuff. So they actually invited a psychic, someone who, you know, is sensitive to that kind of stuff, over to their place to visit and to see if they could find out who this woman in white was. And it's kind of interesting what she said, and it kind of fits the story of this woman walking around this field. And that psychic, apparently she said that she sensed different spirits in that house, and she said one of them was a nun. And that nun was acting as a nurse. So apparently some nuns from a local area came to the battlefield to act as nurses. And that's what she sensed that woman in white was. And which kind of makes sense. Remember I told you that they saw her, people that come out to the field here, this area, see the woman in white bending over and going back up again. So if that nun was a nurse, and that is the woman in white, it would explain why the ghost is seen bending down and coming up, because she's checking on the wounded. She's bending up, getting up, walking over to their spot, doing the same thing. So it's like that ghost, that woman in white, is that nurse, that nun. She's checking up on the wounded. It's kind of interesting. I can't say that I believe it or not. A lot of these haunted stories, you know, but it's not, I haven't had experience with it. Other people have. I'm not going to judge other people's experiences. But we're going to walk around a little bit. We'll take a look at spring, and we'll see. We'll keep our eyes open. It's a neat little story, though. And whether or not it's true, it's kind of a cool story. All right, well, I'm going to get up and we're going to walk around a little bit, see if we can find anything here. It's starting to rain a little bit. So up there is where I was just filming, but down here is the actual spring. Like I said, it's definitely been modified since the battle. I doubt it looked like this at all back then, and there's no water currently running in it, because that's been pretty dry lately, but whoops. So Spangler Spring. One country and one flag, the strife of brothers is past. This spring supplied Union and Confederate soldiers with water during the battle. No water in it right now, though. There are some other tales of this spring. One says that sometime during the battle that both Union and Confederate soldiers were at that spring, not fighting, but actually talking together, fraternizing together and stuff, at least for a little bit. At least that's one of the tales. There's numerous tales to that spring, but I'm just gonna walk around a little bit. I see some interesting stuff up ways, like a little building up there. I'm gonna check things out just a little bit. I go up sometime. It's not quite 6 o'clock yet. Like I think I said, this place closed at 5, so I can't. No, it closes at 6, but it's after 5 already. So, all right, walk around a little bit. I'll take you with me. Maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll see something. I'm not sure if I want to, but we'll see. I don't know if you can see, but up there in the distance, there's a little stone building I want to check out. Something cool up by the road as well. I'm not sure what this is right here. It almost looks like another spring might have been underneath there. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's another one right down there covered up, so not sure if anything used to be here or not. We'll just, like I said, we'll just walk around together a little bit. Keep our eyes open. That's actually a pretty neat picture right there. Squirrel. I wonder if the squirrel's ever seen the lady in white out here. And just by the house, that interesting little stone house is over there, but there's another little, this looks like a spring too. They have it all closed off, like, I'm not sure. Of course, the modern spring is down that way. Or not the modern one, but the one that's all been changed. Almost looks like this could have been another spring here as well. Just has that look to it. I'm curious to see what this is down here. Some old steps. Another set of steps over there by the stone wall. It's pretty neat looking though. Closed, it says. There's some modern like, water pipes and stuff here too, so I'm not sure. Maybe this has more modern purposes to it, I don't know. Oh, it's a bathroom. Wouldn't you know it? It's nothing special at all. Yeah, so all that interest, all that kind of walking to see what it was, and it's just a bathroom. Out here, it's closed anyway, so yeah, well, it looked like a neat little stone house out here in the woods, but all right, so you can make fun of me if you want. I didn't realize there was a bathroom. I was just from over there, just look at it like a neat little historic building. So it's probably not even historic at all. It's probably just made to look old with all its stonework. Okay, so moving on. There's one last look at the spring. Spangler Spring. Because I wish I would have been able to see what it looked like before all this, you know, was done to it. See it in its original state. Alright, well that is it for this last and ninth video here of my little tour here, Gettysburg today. Spent all day here. It's a fun day. Ended here with Spangler Spring. Didn't see any lady in white, but did get to see a spring. I was a little disappointed by the spring, I think. I mean, I guess I should have figured that it would be modernized and memorialized like it is. I mean, it looks alright, but you know, it would be nice to see see it in its original state, I think. So, I didn't see any lady in white either, which I wasn't thinking that I would. A lot more people showed up here too last couple minutes. So I'm gonna head on out. I'm gonna head home. I'm definitely coming back here again sometime soon. I think there's so much to see here. Like today was just kind of trying to visit haunted places, but in the visiting of haunted places, you're also visiting places that have a story to tell, that have history to them as well. That's why I like haunted places, not just the hauntings, but it's the history that's there as well. Alright, so I'll be back someday again. Anyway, I gotta head home. Maybe find something to eat along the way home as well. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you around.